தினமணி நேயர்களுக்கு வணக்கம். இன்றைய சிறப்பு நேர்காணல்ல நம்ம என்டர்டைன்மெண்ட் சார்ந்து பேச வந்திருக்கிறோம். எல்லா வீடுகளுக்குள்ளேயும் ஒரு வீடு போய் சேர்ந்திருக்குது அப்படின்னா அது வந்து பிக் பாஸ். ஸோ அதை பத்தி பேசலாம். இப்போ சீசன் 10 வந்து ஆரம்பிக்க போகுது. ஸோ நம்மளோட சிறப்பு விருந்தினராக வந்து அமர்ந்திருப்பவர் வந்து ஹெட் பிசினஸ் என்டர்டைன்மெண்ட் சவுத் கிளஸ்டர் ஜியோ ஸ்டார் கிருஷ்ணன்குட்டி அவர்கள். சார் வணக்கம்.
வணக்கம்.
Sir, first of all, when the show starts, it was mainly focused on television, and then OTT comes. Now, social media is doing so much influence in everyone's life. So, how you are coping up with every technologies? Now, being social media being the biggest influence.
I think the way we see it is there are primary technologies and there are supporting technologies. So, I think our biggest focus is on your television screens and on our OTT platforms. How do we provide the best experience? Now, beyond that, social media will support consumers who want to talk about the show in terms of informing them what's going to happen every day. But really, our focus is on the TV screen and your mobile screen, and trying to provide the best entertainment experience.
So the target audience would be different, right? For television, it will be like more family audience. For OTT social media, there will be more youngsters. So how you meet up all the set of audience?
I think for us, I think the question you ask is a absolutely correct question. But for us, Bigg Boss is meant for the whole family. Yeah. We feel everybody from 10 to 60 can watch and enjoy the show. And fortunately for us, in Tamil Nadu and in the South market, that's how it plays out. Everybody watches the show. Even on Hotstar, a large number of people watch the show through connected TV in front of the TV. But of course, people are voting on mobile screens. They are, they're chatting on the mobile screen. So we want to provide this experience, but I think Bigg Boss, the best part about Bigg Boss is, unlike a lot of content, it is not individual. It's a collective experience all of Tamil Nadu is having together. So everybody knows at all times what happened yesterday and they're all talking about it.
Since I talked about the influence of social media, more of the contestants are being coming from social media in the past couple of seasons, right? So influencers in Bigg Boss show, how it changed the DNA of the show.
I think really the way we are looking at it is we want the show to in some way reflect changes in society. So as the nature of celebrity changes, the nature of the kind of contestants we change, we are always looking to try and see whether we can kind of reflect that. So I think we've had a lot of people from different backgrounds who've come, who've definitely provided a new dimension to the show. And while some of them may not be familiar to a broader audience in the beginning, they have over time found their voice and audiences have grown to love them.
Influencers coming to the show means they bring new audience, much new views to the show comparing to general contestants or serial based artist or cine based artist. When influencers coming means they must have some lakhs and lakhs of followers to them. So does that don't influence in voting, sir?
What we've honestly found is that initial voting sometimes gets played out by popularity, but very, very soon voting is influenced by behavior in the house. So when people are liked in the house, votes increase for them. So last season, when we had 2 or 3 times during the season, a contestant who was in the bottom 3 in 1 week be in the top 3 the next week. So this world of general popularity is less at play. More, how do you play this game? That really has a bigger influence.
On the past season, host Vijay Sethupathi sir told that we used to wonder this content is the best content. He's playing very good game. He speaks well, but we don't know why he's getting eliminated. So when I thought that what Vijay Sethupathi said, he played well. He's talking good. Then why he should have eliminated means I thought this might be the factor. That's where the question comes from.
Look, the one thing is if there are 30 million people in Tamil Nadu watching the show, everybody is watching it with a different lens. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so, and that is the truth. Very often we'll also be disappointed. Oh man, this guy is playing so well. He's providing us such great content. Why does he have to go? Uh, but the truth, everybody has got a different perspective. Everybody's got a different follower. It's we've it's I'm saying it's not as if anybody ever gets zero votes. So when we have 21 contestants and suppose there are 7 people for elimination, everybody has somebody who wants them to stay. That is the reality.
And the thing is, initially I thought Bigg Boss will be a launch pad for many people who have aspirations in cinema. So they'll come here, they express themselves, they gain audience, and when they enter cinema, it will be helpful for them. So this was the initial period. But now everyone is having Instagram, the reels, and they become more influenced. They have more reach to the people. So when this becomes the factor, how it is competitive for Bigg Boss to change their content, like bring more entertainment, something like that.
I don't think a platform like Big Boss exists. Yeah, I don't think there is anything which gives people the kind of scale of exposure and access over 100-day period. You know, the number of stories which you're also aware of people whose lives have been changed because of Big Boss. I think every season, I won't say, look, across 4 markets, if we have 80 or 90 contestants, including wildcard, I won't say everybody's life completely changes. But every season, actually, at least 30, 40 contestants whose lives will be materially better, whose exposure is materially better because they've come onto the show. And whether it's the kind of scale of opportunities and the paths they follow may be different. Some of them may want to enter cinema, some of them may want to kind of get into a world of commercial marketing. So their aspirations are different. Some of them have gone into politics. So I think the aspirations are different, but everybody's life definitely transforms coming on the show.
ஸோ கண்டிப்பாக நம்ம வந்து இது பேசுகிறோம் அப்படின்னா ஹோஸ்ட் விஜய் சேதுபதி அவரை பற்றி பேசாமல் இருக்க முடியாது. ஸோ ஒன்ஸ் விஜய் சேதுபதி கெட்ஸ் இன், வி ஆல் தாட் பிகாஸ் வி யூஸ் டு வாட்ச் இன் movies, and more than movies, his interviews will be more rich for the audience because he talks from the heart, he talks emotion, he values very small emotions and everything. So when he gets in, what value he brings to the show from his as a unique thing from himself.
I think what you said is really what it is about, right? He's somebody who always speaks from the heart. So audiences instantly connect with him because he's speaking from the heart. He's somebody who is a fan of the show, who's following the content, and who is a fan of listening to people. So there is actually large conversations he'll have with the audience, many of which we don't show on screen, but he's understanding their opinions, their views on contestants, their views on the show. So I think what people have connected to is the authenticity which he brings, and that's really the magic which he brings on the show.
So many viewers have doubt how Vijay Sethupathi is not missing every moment because once the show ends for the weekend, he used to go work in cinemas, he maybe have some other business, but still he's getting every single moment which he used to be a talk as a big thing for the weekend. So how he is managing time or any team works behind him for that content?
No, I think the first element is I think he is a big fan of the show, and he follows a lot of the content, both on screen and through promos and through social, etc. But I think there is a team which kind of prepares him with the content, which will help him know what are the important things that are happening in the house, which will share footage with him, which kind of helps him kind of get geared up. But I think more often than not, what I've heard is, we didn't need to brief him because he already knew what had happened. So that's something which, but we of course do have a team, and he's got a team which helps him get prepared for every weekend's episode.
So, so many questions has been asked to Mr. Vijay Sethupathi that who is your favorite contestant, or who, when you got emoted with some contestant has been eliminated, did you felt emoted? Means he said no, all my contestants are my favorites, so no difference in between. But off camera, did he share anything, any inputs like he's a very good contestant like that? Did he share anything personal?
Look, everybody has got opinions about contestants. Everybody's got opinions about what is happening, and there are times when he's been surprised about who's been eliminated, and there have been times when he's been disappointed by who's been eliminated. But I think really, uh, it, you know, it's not that every time in life what you want happens. So that's a reality, and I think everybody accepts that. Yeah.
So every season we bring a new thing in Big Boss. This season, the common man is the new thing, or after once show starts, we could see few more new facets.
No, I think we are planning. I think, with the launch, there'll be completely new dimensions to the show, which you will see. I think Common Man is, of course, a very, very large element. I think, in Tamil, it will add a new dimension to the show, a new, and a new, I'm hoping, grammar to the show. But we are also sitting and we have really big plans. And I think, really, with the 10th season in Tamil, we are really looking to make this show the biggest ever. And all our plans, whether the scale of tasks which we are doing, the scale of visualization we are doing, the surprises we have planned for the season, I think we are really planning this strongly. Yeah.
So one last question to finish before. Uh, Last season there were so many talks about the show has become more than love. The toxicity has become a front seat. So is there any plan or did you discuss something how we should combat this something like that for this season?
Look, I'll tell you what, the reality is the show plays out like real life, yeah. Okay. And there are people who are friends on the show, there are people who don't like each other on the show, and there are people who fall in love on the show. And I think all those elements kind of play out during the season. Uh, Now, what dimension do you pick out of that is, I think, all the dimensions kind of play out. I think we have typically trying to kind of keep the show pretty positive. uh, and I think, it is how do you survive a house with a lot of people who want to win, you know so when they all want to win, they all want to be a big boss winner, and they will be competitive, and sometimes, tempers may increase. I don't think there's anything wrong in that. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your time. And on behalf of our channel, we wish you a great success for this season, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.